Rabbi Bernard Raskus tells the story of a really pious Jew who was having this dialogue with God. And he said, "Dear God, in your infinite wisdom, what is a million years?" And the voice from above replied, "In my infinite wisdom, a million years is like 1 minute." And the pious man continued and persisted, "Lord of the universe, in your infinite goodness, what is $1 million? And the voice replied, "In my infinite goodness, $1 million is like 1 penny." So the man said, "If that's true, Almighty One, could you grant me just one of your pennies?" And the voice from above answered, "Just a minute." Everybody wants a shortcut in life, especially today, especially our young people, unfortunately. None of us want to work hard for our money and earn it. We'd like to have God or someone else give it to us, hand it to us. A lot of people in the world today, in life, have trouble facing the music. People know what they should be doing. They know how they should behave. They know what their responsibilities are, but they can't face the music. They just won't take responsibility for their own behavior and the consequences of it. How many times have you heard somebody say, "It's not my fault. You know, so-and-so did this." Not me. Not my fault. How can we face the music when the consequences might be difficult? Jesus faced the same problem. And what you read today makes it clear how he handled it. First of all, he recognized that life has a purpose. He knew his days were numbered. He had come from God. His presence on earth was part of God's plan. And he would soon be going back to God. So he was eager to be about his Father's work. Jesus was here for a purpose. And everything I just said about Jesus is not unique. It could be said about you, or you, or you, or anyone sitting here. It could be said about every life that God places on this earth. You have come from God for a purpose. And you will also be returning to God. Your presence here on the earth is part of God's plan for the universe. It's God's plan to work his purpose through us every day that we are here. Every day that you wake up and take a breath, God has a plan for you. Second, Jesus recognized that life requires a commitment. And not just a commitment, but total commitment. We're told that Jesus set his face firmly, with an iron will. The Bible makes it clear that Jesus was a person of commitment. He stood for the best in a world that accepted, what's just good enough to get by. He stood for excellence in a world that settled for the acceptable. Think about it. If you have to have surgery, do you want a surgeon that studied hard and excelled, or do you want somebody that studied just enough to get 51%? Do you want a doctor that cares about the patient, or do you want a doctor that cares about the money? Jesus challenges us to reach our full potential in a world that wallows in compromise. Don't settle for second best. Don't be second best. Do your best. Work your hardest. Stand for excellence in a world that has forgotten what excellence means. And then, third, Jesus recognized that life has a goal. Remember what you read? Jesus set his face to go to Jerusalem, facing the music. In life means accepting a goal and doing what God wills us to do. Jesus knew that Jerusalem meant for him a painful, humiliating death. In this passage, it's a code word for the cross. Think about it. Jerusalem is a code word for the cross. Humiliating, painful death. Jesus knew that he must do with his life what God wanted. And if it meant the cross, so be it. Life is too short not to do with it what it was created for. So I don't want to bring you down today. I kind of hope to bring you up. But before I get you there, I'm going to have to bring you down a little bit. What is your Jerusalem? What is your Jerusalem? Is it a family burden? Is it like my daughter has children returning home after they're adults because they won't get a job? Is it the slow, lingering illness of someone that you love? Is it cancer in your own body ticking away? Is it worry over your grandchildren or great-grandchildren growing up in an immoral world? Is it worry about our city where a 17-year-old girl stabbed a 19-year-old boy 2 nights ago in the Donovan and kills him? Is it worry about bombs dropping on countries and children and families? Is it aid blocked so babies are dying with 1-inch indentations between their ribs? What is your Jerusalem? Because we all have one. Okay, enough done. life does play strange tunes that sometimes make it difficult for us to face the music. But you have to face it. And with God's help, you can face it. There's nothing in this world that you cannot face and you cannot conquer and you cannot do with God's help. Realize that there's a journey, there's a goal, and there's a commitment. And when you have that, and you have God, there's nothing you can't do.